everybody, welcome back to my channel. Sorry it's been so long since I've had up a new video, but things have been kind of busy around here and just haven't had a chance to do anything. But this time I have a haul for you. It's a haul from when I was away visiting my sister in Niagara Falls, and it's all the little things that I picked up in like the different thrift stores and things like that while I was away. Well, actually, basically, I think I've just put all the thrift store stuff together, and everything else I'll do in a separate video. I also have a box that I sent to myself from there, and I will do that separately as well. I can't even remember what's in the box, to be honest with you. It's been such a long while since I packed it up. But let's get started. So one of the first things that I picked up was this How to Draw the Head book. I'm not sure how I'm going to use it yet, but it's got some great pages in it. I just love the way that these look, so I'll probably end up putting them into a journal of some sort. Like this is just awesome. I just love the way that this page looks. I'm not a drawer, so I won't be drawing. That's for sure. But yeah, so that's that book, so on and so forth. And then I got another one. And this one, oh, so the cover's missing. But this is Still Life, I believe it was. You know, fruits and vegetables. And stuff like that. And I'll be putting these images into some sort of journal or using them to make different types of things. So that's that one. And then this one is How to Use Color in Portraits. And just different heads and stuff like that I can use in any collaging or journaling. These are great. Yeah. So that was the first thing. I don't know how much they were. I think they were probably $1 each. And then I picked up these photo albums. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to use them yet, but they were so nice that I had to bring them home with me. So whether I'll, you know, slide in stuff and make it into one big journal, or whether I'll take out some of the pages and use them as pockets, or I'm not really sure what I'll do. But they're like brand new. And then there's another one there. It's exactly the same thing, just in a different color. And then I found this one as well at the same place. This is just another photo album. It has a bunch of extra papers here, so someone must have bought an extra pack. And these are individual ones here, so I'll figure out a way to use those in my crafting. It was a nice binder as well, so I brought that home with me. And then I just found this little pack of round cards. They're made by Craftsmith. I only paid 50 cents for that, and there's 24 of them in there. So I'll use those as tags. Maybe color some of them or paint some of them, something like that. And they've got like an embossed picture on them. I don't know if you can tell, but that's the emboss. It's embossed with like a star and then some designs, or a flower and then some designs around it. And then this book I picked up. I've already used a ton of stuff in it, so it's not quite at its full capacity. But it's Moments of Peace for the Morning. And inside each page has a picture and a little saying on it. So I've used a bunch of these in some journals that I've made. So there's about, I'd say, half to 3/4 of the book left. But it's a really nice one. And then I picked up for free this Sunday Misal. I just thought the cover would be perfect for a mini journal. So I picked that up. It was free. And I took the insides out, and I'll use some of the pages for whatever from the pages from inside. And then I picked up this book here, The Velveteen Rabbit, or How Toys Become Real, it says. And then this was given to somebody in 1965. Oh no, this was a very real friend. Happy birthday, 65. Love, Julia. Someone must have turned 65. This was September 25th, 2002. The age doesn't really matter to me at all. I'm just going to make a journal out of it. So, oh, it's a first edition too. Printed in Singapore. But it won't be worth anything. So there you have it. And just a nice little kid's book. And then I found these mini Robert Munch stories. I just thought I could do something fun with those. So I've got Thomas's Snowsuit, Mud Puddle, Pigs, and Jonathan cleaned up, then he heard a sound. So those will be fun to use in something. And then I also got this Miniature Stories of the Saints. Thought I could either add these into a journal, or I could make it into a journal of its own with the information about each saint. Some of the pages are a little bit ruined, but I'm sure I can find a way to fix that up with some washi or something. The Life of Jesus, and then prayers for every day. So same thing. I'm going to put these into a journal or make a journal out of the book itself. And same goes for these. A Farm of My Own. It's a nice old storybook. Pages are falling out of it. Then this one here, Where Timothy Lives. Another old one, kind of falling apart. Solomon Shag. This is a Whitman Big Telltale. I love these books. Well, the first one I showed you was a Whitman one as well. Taking a Walk in the Countryside. This is a nice little book. It'd be neat to do a journal this size. Be different, that's for sure. And then I found this. Everything I need to know I learned from a little golden book. And how true is that for a lot of us? So I know this is the adult series, which is kind of cool. I really like it. And then I got a bunch of little golden books that I picked up. Just let me get a hold of them all here. These ones. So some of them are Christmas ones, and I think some of them are just regular ones. I picked up whatever I found. So Jingle Bells, Cinderella, Donald Duck and the Witch Next Door, Winnie the Pooh meets Gopher. I might have duplicates of these, but that's okay because, you know, depending on how I'm going to use it, you can't use the picture on both sides of the same page. Like if I were to use that picture in something different, then I wouldn't be able to use that one. So having two, then I get both pictures. So I don't know if I'm just going to make a journal out of the whole book, or if I'm going to make a Winnie the Pooh journal and use the pictures from here. So I'm not sure which way I'm going yet with some of them. And then Noel, that's obviously a newer one. The Christmas Story, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer shines again. Peter Pan and Wendy, another Christmas story. The Pokey Little Puppy's First Christmas. Lady. Baby's Christmas. The Elves and the Shoemaker. The Animals Christmas Eve. The Nutcracker. Margaret Wise Brown's Pussy Willow. The Night Before Christmas. And then this is a big little golden book, The Red Jacket Mix-Up. Excuse me, I'm just going to have a little drink here. And then I found this scarf. I just thought the material was so pretty. I hope you can see it properly on there. It's hard for me to see my screen on my camera because of the type of light that's coming in. But I think it'll show up just fine on there. I'll hold it up as well. Yeah, so it's a scarf. And I'll probably use the tassels separately. I'll take them off and use them for a dangle on the side, or make a couple dangles. And then I'll take this material apart and use it for something as well. And then there's a shiny one on the back. And that was $1. The price is still on it. But I love that plum color. It's really pretty. And then this here is actually just out of a book that I bought. I didn't bring the whole book home. I kind of had to leave a couple of things behind, or take some stuff apart because I only wanted a few of the pictures, or you know, like that, because I just bought so much stuff while I was away. I only left maybe 3 or 4 things behind, but you know, or I took the pages out of some of the books and just took the cover home, like with that Meisel. Well, no, I actually brought the pages home with that one, so that one's a bit different, but so this I thought was really neat. It was in a can't remember what the book was called, but in here, inside this little envelope that was at the back of the book, it says this envelope contains practicing compass, practicing protractor, address postcards. So these little things are just the coolest. You know, they're kind of like a Tim Holtz die cut. And then this is kind of like a tracing paper. It's so thin. And then these little postcards here inside. And that's it. And then there was a map in there as well. So I pulled the map out. This is the kind of stuff we used to do in geography, I remember back in school. But I just thought it was too cool, so it was the reason that I bought the book in the first place, was for these things. So leaving the book itself behind was no big deal to me. And then I found this in a, this too. And this. These were in a bag, you know, like Value Village does. Except I think I got these from, I think they were at the Goodwill. These were all in a bag together. So this one is Christmas decoupage paper. So it's different angels that can be cut out. And then this says paper toolkit. I don't really know what a paper toolkit is, but I'm sure there's something in there that I can use. And then there was this pack of paper with some envelopes. So the reason I bought it was for the decoupage angels. And then the other two things, they were just a bonus. That was probably $1, $1.49, $1.99, something like that. Was probably the price that I paid. And all the pages were the same in that writing paper thing. And then I bought this Birds of Costa Rica. I love different birds. And I cut them out and I use them in my journals or collaging or whatever. And then this is Perennials for Ontario. Same thing with this. And then I found this nice puzzle. I love doing puzzles and thought I might want to do one while I was at my sister's Sino's. I was there for a good 2.5 months, but I never did find time to do it. So I will do it here at home. And it was probably, oh, it was, this one is from Value Village. It was $2.99. Then I found these ones. This one is McCall's Big Ideas Christmas Knit and Crochet. And I like to knit and crochet. And I like knitting the animals and things like that, as opposed to sweaters. And I've never knitted a sweater. I'm afraid to. I'm afraid that I'll waste all the wool because I won't be very good at it. So I'll continue knitting this kind of stuff until I feel confident in crocheting. But yeah, I thought that was a good one. And then there is 3 of these Christmas ideals. And they just have such nice pictures and poems and all sorts of stuff in them. So they're always useful for whatever you're doing. And there are 3 different ones, so not very different. And then I found this, which I was really happy because I have a Bambi book like this. But this one is Donald Duck's Toy Train, so I was really happy to find this. I think I'm just going to keep these ones because they're such nice books. My kids are older, so maybe one day I'll have some grandkids. And can read them these stories. Otherwise, they'll just sit on my shelf nicely for a while. And this too, my Brimful book. This is just a really nice book. It's got some nice stories and poems. I guess you can call them all poems. Some of them are longer, like a story, but yeah, I love the imagery in here. Just about done. And then we were at a thrift store. It was called the MCC Thrift Shop. And this was in the fabric and craft section. So these were $1 each for these little bags of vintage buttons. And then I saw these big, huge ones. It was 50 cents for that set, but I loved them. So I bought them. And this has got all kinds of great little old buttons in it. All colors. Different sizes. I just love those. And I found this at the same store, and it was $1. And it's a corner punch. It's got 4 different designs, and I've tried it, and all 4 work perfectly. So it's a Fiskars, so I was really happy about that for $1. Nice and heavy. And then I found these. Let's see if I can untie this. They're napkins. Or is this a table runner? Or is it both? Yeah, it's both. It's a table runner and the napkins. But I bought it for the material. Oh, these are different. Not really sure what they are, to be honest. But it doesn't really matter because I'm just using the material. Well, they're good sizes anyways. I just thought it was a pack of napkins when I bought it, but I got more material than I bargained for. I think I paid $2 for this whole set. And that's a big one as well. Just tie it back up so I don't lose any of the pieces. And then this one, this set here. Let's see if it's napkins or what. Yeah, these are just regular napkins. Nothing fancy in here. So I'll just open up one. Yeah, so I'm just going to use those for the material, or I can cut this out of one of them and use it as an applique or something for the front of a journal. And we're getting down to it, guys. I found these 2 ribbons. They're really nice ribbon. Nice and shiny. One red and silver, and the other red and green. And they were 50 cents each. And then I found this lace. Great big piece of lace. I paid $1 each for these. I'm going to hold that up so you can see the design on it. It's kind of shimmery a little bit. So I love using lace and doilies and stuff on my journals. And then I found this one as well. This is probably curtain material, but I won't be using it for curtains. So yeah, I got a big piece of that, and that was $1. There's a good meter there anyways. And then I found this. It's just a placemat. I think I paid 50 cents for that, yeah. So, but it's Christmassy, so I'll be using for that for something in a Christmas journal. Have to be next year now. Well, I suppose I could still make one and have one for next year. Or I can just start making them next, at the end of the year. I shouldn't say next year anymore, should I? Because it's this year. Hard to get used to that. And then these little doilies, these were really cute. I loved, like I said, I love to use these in my journals. And froof them up a bit. And a yellow one. This one feels really nice. It's very flimsy, I like that a lot. Thin. And then I got 3 or 4 that look like this. I might just cut the rows out and then use this part separately. That's my idea. So I got 2 of those and then a bigger one. And this as well is one of those really lightweight, flimsy ones. It feels so neat. This one's super pretty. This is kind of an odd shape. It's like a hot air balloon or a mushroom. Something of the sort. And then I got this set. And this one. And this one. And then a couple of these. And this is the same. And that is all she wrote for today. So that was part of the thrift haul that I had from Ontario in Niagara Falls while visiting my sister. We had a great time together. Hopefully I'll get to see her again next year. We'll just have to see what happens because in December, I should see what happens this year because it's not last year anymore. In December, my husband and I are going to fly to England to visit our daughter. She is studying at a university in England. She's been gone since September, and so it'll be just over a year when I do see her. That I haven't seen her for almost, it'll be just over a year that I haven't seen her for. So I'll miss her quite a lot, but yay, I get to see her in December, so that'll be awesome. So I might not get out to see my sister again until next year. And I mean next year this time. So we'll see how that goes. But anyways, that's enough rambling by me. Have a great day, and thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.